Missouri Governor Mike Parson is issuing pardons at a pace not seen since the Second World War era. Distraught over a romantic breakup, 16-year-old Kenny Batson vented his grief by smashing the windshields of cars on a lot for sale. He ended up in juvenile detention center. But that was just the beginning of his problems in the following years. Batson stole cigarettes, booze, cars for drunken revelries while in and out of prison substance abuse treatment programs. When he was 20, he nearly beat a man to death and only stopped when his friends pushed him away. Batson, now 50, is a Reformed Christian minister who has been forgiven for his crimes. The governor who pardoned him knows a little about the conversions. As rural sheriff for a dozen years, Mike Parson was the face of justice, ultimately responsible for apprehending and imprisoning local lawbreakers. Now governor, Parson has become face of mercy, pardoning more than 600 people in the past 3 years. That was more than any Missouri governor since 1940s. I still believe in law and order. I believe criminals should be treated that way and that they are responsible, Parson said in an interview with the Associated Press. But, Parson added, that doesn't mean they're criminals for life. I think you should be able to look at it. Parson's forgiving tone in Republican-dominated Missouri dovetails with a national movement to restore citizens' rights and dignity after serving criminal sentences. Democratic Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers recently set a new state record for the number of pardons. More pardons can be expected in Minnesota after Legislature this year revamped the state's pardon process to allow pardons to be granted without a unanimous vote by a 3-person panel of governor, attorney general and chief judge. The governor still needs 1 in 2 votes. At the federal level, President Joe Biden pardoned thousands of people convicted of marijuana possession last year and encouraged governors to do the same. The move marks a step back from the tough-on-crime politics of the late 20th century and a return to an earlier American era when pardons and commutations were much more common. Although the process varies, each state allows some form of forbearance. The changes shorten the sentence length. Amnesties serve as official amnesty for crimes, restoration of rights such as firearm ownership, and removal of barriers to employment. According to Batson, amnesty helped regain a sense of self-worth by removing the criminal label. The official document arrived in a manilla envelope more than 5 years after his wife prepared a thick package of letters of recommendation for his pardon application. I literally cried and screamed when I picked it up. It was incredible, Batson said. In Missouri, pardon requests are first reviewed by the Board of Parole and Parole, which makes confidential recommendations to the governor. There is no deadline for the governor to make a decision. Parson inherit